It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Moments away, it'll be the Chicago Bulls going up against the Orlando Magic. Well, for Orlando, on paper, they're the better team. But this is the NBA, and you can never let your guard down. They're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. And tonight, we get to see Mohamed Bamba. Tremendous size and strength, but also extremely bright, Kenny. Schools with the highest level academics offered him scholarships.
Wow, because he's a smart guy off the court who still honors his basketball IQ. I love that. I love that about guys. And you know, he's just one of the rare breeds of everything you want. He opposing defender, blocking shot, alters everything, and a great student.
And on the offensive end, very raw, runs the floor very well. Needs to add a lot of strength, though.
Coming up shortly, it's the tip. We'll go courtside to Kevin Harlan for the call.
The Bulls are looking to defeat their Eastern Conference rival going into this one. Welcome, everybody. Glad you decided to spend your Thursday night with us here at 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Thrilled to be back in Orlando. The Magic ready for that home court advantage. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
And when I look at Orlando, I love what they've been able to do this season. Last year, really just a struggle for them, but they've clearly put that behind them.
Oh, they're a different team this year for sure. They've got that confidence, that drive back. That was missing for so much of last year.
We're right around the halfway point of the season, Doris. This is often when we see the better teams really begin to shift gears and surge ahead.
Yeah, we certainly have a better feel for who the contenders might be. We still have a long way to go, obviously, and teams will have some lulls and then some high points, and you've got to be able to weather all of those things. But the reality is we have a greater understanding of who has the necessary offensive and defensive components to compete at a championship level.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for Chicago right now, Levine and Parker are the wings. Robin Lopez out there with Portis, and it's done in at the point. And it's put back in by Vucevic.
This guy, a strong rebounder who uses his frame well. Vucevic has a knack for being in the right spot.
To the inside, got a piece of it, and stolen by Fournier. Augustine passes to Isaac. No good with the triple. To the middle. Levine kicks to Parker. Fournier against Levine. 5 to shoot. No good on the 3.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
The shot's good from Fournier.
Well, you love the shooter's mentality that Evan Fournier possesses, thinking of pulling up before he even makes the catch.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Steve Clifford gave me a few minutes before the game. He said even though this was their first meeting of the year, he did not expect there to be a feeling out period between these teams. He said, we have a group of guys who can score and do it in a hurry. We're going to go right at them and test their defense early on. Looks like they're in attack mode, Kevin. Back to you.
David, thank you. They're putting the priority on offense today if everything goes according to plan.
Yeah, I mean, from the sound of it, they're not going to be using much of the shot clock here in the early going.
And why should they when they have such tremendous quick strike ability? Put pressure on the defense and keep it on.
free throw drops for Vucevic.
Well, we know this about Nikola Vucevic, right? He's always been a reliable option on the offensive end. He's at his best when he's sort of balancing that inside and outside game. This guy a year ago focused on posting up and getting better looks close to the basket.
He doesn't get the second one. And as talented as Vucevic is on offense, detractors will always question his defense.
Well, I think, Kevin, there's no secret here that his defense is not as strong as his offense. But from a purely statistical standpoint, his team is much better with him on the floor.
Here's Augustine after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Gordon finds Vucevic. The putback. It's rebounded by Portis. Last outing for Chicago, they won that game against the Kings.
And what an outstanding win it was. I mean, to get it the way they did in overtime made it that much sweeter.
You know, they came in as the underdog here. Very low expectations, could play without pressure, and clearly that worked.
Now, here's Parker. Playing Sacramento, he was nearly unstoppable.
Oh, great move to get to the rack there against the guy who doesn't really just have the strength to be able to keep him away from the rim.
Augustine, that's good. Augustine's got his first points of the night. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Trailing by 2. Portis kicks to Parker. Fournier against LaVine. And it's Dunn in the corner. Baseline try, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Yeah, Chris Dunn navigating traffic with that tight handle of his.
Augustine against Dunn. Vucevic dishes to Fournier. Over LaVine. Gordon, and the second chance effort by Gordon.
Well, at 6'9", great athlete, Aaron Gordon can be a problem on the glass.
Dunn passes to Lopez, and it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That's his first foul. Dunn against Augustine. Dunn outside. In the corner, it's LaVine. Just 4 to shoot. It's blocked. The pass to Gordon. And he converts the layup. Gordon's got his second basket of the game.
Well, sheer strength on these finishes. Aaron Gordon pushes through anything you might throw at him.
Dunn kicks to Parker. That's tipped. Isaac with the ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. Bulls trail by 4. LaVine passes to Dunn. Now Lopez, guarded by Augustine. And here is Lopez. Portis finds LaVine. 6 to shoot. And the Bulls with another miss. Magic leading by 4. Here's Gordon. Off the left rim and out. The Orlando Magic come into this one following a loss to the Mavericks.
And with your defense, one part's your ability, the other, though, is effort, and that one they showed neither.
No, there's no question, Greg. I thought their defensive intensity was lacking from the outset. It looked like they were just hoping the other team would miss.
The Magic have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. And Augustine kicks to Fournier. Passes it to Vucevic. Back to Fournier. With the floater, and he sinks the layup. Fournier's got 5 now.
Well, Fournier pulling out the floater in that instance, the perfect opportunity to display that aspect of his game.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
And they swept the season series against them last year. They really did have the upper hand.
Bulls trail by 6. Levine passes to Portis. Back to Levine. He kicks it to Parker. Just 5 on the clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here to stop the drought. And again, Chicago, no good. Orlando leading by 6. Gordon, the pass to Augustine. Back to Gordon. Shoots over Portis, and it's Gordon missing.
Well, I wouldn't say the D was exceptional, but it certainly was enough to bother him.
Down low, Parker. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Gordon's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Boy, you think about the Orlando Magic last season and the strong start they got out to, and it sort of faded away very quickly afterward. They ended the year as one of the worst teams in the East.
And for the Magic, part of their struggles, Doris, were injuries.
Oh, no doubt, Kevin. Pretty much every member of their rotation missed time at some point. How about this? No player started more than 57 games. You know, above all else, it's impossible to do well when you are constantly shuffling lineups due to injury.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Simmons comes in for Fournier. And it's Grant in for Augustine. That's good from Isaac. And Jonathan Isaac making progress, but he was drafted knowing he had a lot of work to do.
Yeah, and you really shouldn't try and compare Isaac to the rest of his draft class. He's going to be on a different timeline as far as his development goes. Might take longer for him to be ready, but the payoff, man, could be huge as his ceiling is really high.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Bulls moving the ball around. They grab their own miss. Parker kicks to Felicio. Levine against Simmons. Levine can't hit.
I'll tell you, it'd be a big help if he could snap out of this cold streak. His shooting has been hurting them.
Grant against Levine. Grant dishes to Bamba. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. More and more, we're hearing the term positionless basketball, Doris, but it's not an entirely new concept. I remember Jerry West, for example, talking about it a couple decades ago.
Well, I think Jerry West talking about it is about there are certain guys historically who could play in any era. Jerry West would be there. Rick Barry would be another one. So certainly this has been a topic discussed in the past. I think why it's so important in today's day and age, the NBA has become a switch-heavy league, and that's on the defensive end. And therefore, teams like Boston and others are building their roster around guys who are switchable and versatile. It's become an almost necessity in today's NBA.
Great perspective.
Hey, we're not seeing the best quarter by this guy, and he's lost his feel a little bit.
Holiday looking over the floor. Pass to Levine. Here's Felicio. Back to Levine. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Zach LaVine. Averaging 25 points per, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And with his ability to put the ball in the bucket, he has to be your primary focus defensively.
I think defenses plan to stop him, but very few succeed, Greg. And that's why he's his team's leading scorer.
Carter, that's good.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
On offense, here are the Magic. They're on a 13-4 run. Now, here's Grant. No points in the game yet for him. He gets that one.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Yeah, you know, it looks like they've wanted it more. Outstanding hustle and determination throughout.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And let's look now, Aaron Gordon's numbers. His last 10 games have been exceptional. 6th in three-point field goal percentage, 17th in steals. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And back to his efficiency from 3, as you said, he's top 10 in the league. Defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really to no avail. That one is off. Terrence Ross, Doris, one of the more athletic wingmen in the league.
Right, Kevin. This guy's got great reach and frame for the position he plays, and he's always been able to dazzle at times, but he can also disappear. So this guy has got to find that ability to get involved and stay active.
So he comes up empty, missing both. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Bulls trail by 11. Now here's Levine. He also had a big impact in that win against the Kings.
Boy, he hasn't given them much of anything tonight. He's got to look for his own shot a little less and keep the ball moving.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Bulls shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
He misses the free throw. He's off on the second. And the All-Star game last season, Doris, no more East versus West format. Do you think when it's all said and done, the league will get rid of conference basketball altogether?
This is a challenging question for me because the WNBA went to seeding teams from 1 through 16, and it didn't matter whether you were West or East. And it has led to the most competitive era in a much-needed WNBA growth period. But the reality is, Kevin, I am very much a traditionalist. And the rivalries in both the Eastern and Western conferences historically have been phenomenal. Whether it was Jordan playing Detroit and having to overcome them, or Boston and Detroit, or the Lakers versus Sacramento briefly when Chris Webber's teams couldn't get over the hump. So this is a hard question for me. I'm not sure which side of the fence I fall on.
Good on both. Justin Holiday, the older brother of Drew Holiday, stints in the G League and abroad, but Greg, he has solidified himself as an NBA player.
Yeah, standing at 6'7" with that 7-foot wingspan. Every team in the league wants long, versatile wings with shooting, and this young man fits the bill.
And here's Holiday after Aaron Gordon was able to get the triple. To the wing on the left, back to Carter. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And Holiday kicks to Levine. And again, no good by Chicago.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And so Levine will bring it up now for the Bulls. A 12-point game. Back to Holiday. Ross with the steal. And now the fast break. Ross with the ball. And here we go. That one goes. Count it. Bamba's got his second bucket of the night.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Levine kicks to Holiday. Outside Levine. And Carter now, top of the key. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Carter's got his second basket.
Yeah, LaVine finding the open man. The difference for him right now, playing under control.
Grant finds Gordon. And he gets it to go. Gordon's got 9 points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Pass to Felicio. 1:04 left in the first quarter of the game. Good on the three-point shot. Valentine's got himself on the board with 3 there.
I'll tell you, they're willing to give him that shot, and he takes advantage of it.
LaVine against Grant. From 13, the shot comes out. Nice D from LaVine. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. LaVine's got it back down to within single digits for the Bulls. Grant kicks to Gordon. Stolen by Carter. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. LaVine passes to Holiday. Fires for 3, and there's LaVine on the assist by Holiday. And that's now 9 points for Zach LaVine. Grant against LaVine. Grant kicks to Gordon. Over Carter. Once again off the mark, Orlando. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Magic lead by 6. 2K Sports back in a moment from the Amway Center. Robin Lopez talks about the importance of being the anchor on the defensive end.
That's something I relish. It's something unique. It's something to take pride in, that you have all your teammates back on the defensive end, and when it gets down to it, you're kind of that last line of defense. And obviously, defense is a team-oriented ideal, but there's something fun about that. I think there's something competitive about that.
And Greg, that's why his teammates love him.
Absolutely. You can tell Lopez really wants to make an impact on defense on every possession.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, what do you think?
I mean, they're winning the turnover battle, and oftentimes that can swing things your way.
Well, you really like the activity on the defensive end. Outstanding, jumping into passing lanes and coming up with steals.
So the Bulls 5 right now. We've got Carter, also Valentine out there, and it's LaVine in at the point guard. That free throw, no good. And just an impossible shot to guard at times. Doris, when you think of that step-back jump shot in the league, it's lethal. And there are a couple guys who have perfected it.
Well, 2 in particular. James Harden, that step-back that he added is now unguardable. And Steph Curry as well. Those 2 men, when they decide to get to that step-back jumper, turn the lights out, close the gym doors, and step back because it's going in.
Bulls trail by 7. Carter outside to the inside, and the jam by LaVine.
Well, one of those young players, Zach LaVine, just getting better and better.
Magic shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Outside, Simmons. Here's Grant. Bamba kicks to Grant. Outside, Simmons. The pass to Ross. Over to the left wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another shot. LaVine with the rebound. The Bulls shooting reasonably well, 45%. Outside Holiday. Back to LaVine. Passes it to Holiday. Out to Carter from the baseline. That one doesn't drop. And Orlando will come the other way. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Lets it fly. LaVine can't hit.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. Would have served that team much better.
Simmons buries it down low.
It sometimes seems to me Simmons prefers to take tough shots, especially inside. It's like he enjoys overcoming obstacles.
Now here's Valentine. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Carter outside. Kicks to LaVine. Holiday with the 3. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's Simmons penetrating. And it goes down 2 points. And now it's a 9-point Orlando lead.
Yeah, Jonathan Simmons has some strength that you're going to have to contend with. This guy loves finishing through contact.
Chicago calls timeout.
Boy, what a journey for Jonathan Simmons, gentlemen, right? This guy is undrafted. He comes up through the G League and now has proven to be a quality NBA player.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Aaron Gordon. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Ross. Evan Fournier's checked in for Jonathan Simmons. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Jaren Grant. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Lopez, he's checked in for Felicio. Portis comes in for Carter. Parker's checked in for Justin Holiday. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Zach LaVine. Here's Augustine after the made shot from Bobby Portis. And Vucevic kicks to Bamba. Augustine passes to Fournier. Here's Isaac. Connects from 3-point range. Isaac's got 6.
There's a versatility to young Mr. Jonathan Isaac, a big man with range for days. He is going to space the floor for you.
Pass to Portis. Right wing. Poked away. Stolen by Bamba. Now here's Isaac. Guarded closely. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Vucevic with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Fournier dishes to Vucevic. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
We know this about Nikola Vucevic. He's a high percentage finisher. To me, the next steps, right? Improve your defense, be more consistent with range. And if he does that, he's golden.
Now, here's Dunn. He had 22 points in the win against Sacramento. Nice shot by Portis.
Well, I think the best part of his tremendous three-point ability as a big man is just how much it stretches the defense.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Orlando Magic has struggled to find difference-making players in the draft or in free agency. Their goal is to get younger but get better at the same time. And it's difficult to do, even in the Eastern Conference, but Orlando is determined to get this right. Kevin?
And the journey continues for them and a lot of teams. DA, thank you. Magic leading by 8. Augustine with it. Now guarded by Dunn. Parker against Vucevic. Here's Fournier. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Fournier's got 7 points.
I'd like to see more of this from Evan Fournier. He's proven he has the size and touch to score inside.
Dunn kicks to Parker. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Here's Fournier. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Dallas. Here's Augustine. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Yep, it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Valentine.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now, here's Fournier. He's got 7 from the line. And Vucevic kicks to Augustine. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the 3 at almost 60% for the game.
Valentine passes to Portis. Back to Valentine. Pass to Portis. Parker against Fournier. Nice D from Fournier. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Magic. Over in the corner, Isaac. He kicks it to Augustine. Back to Isaac. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Portis.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now here's Valentine. He's covered by Isaac. That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Valentine.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That is his first foul of the game. Bamba with it, working on Portis, and it's blocked. Parker outside. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And now just a 5-point Magic lead. Magic have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Tipped away. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Dunn's running.
Well, Chris Dunn has proven over and over he is not afraid of drawing contact on these shots.
Chris Dunn taken 5th overall back in 2016. Didn't break through in his rookie season with the Wolves. He's getting more opportunity here in Chicago.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops in for Dunn.
Yeah, Chris Dunn tantalized the NBA guys with his elite speed, his playmaking ability. There were some question marks about his decision making, but I think that's about repetition.
Both good from the line that time. Orlando leading by 3. And Augustine kicks to Vucevic. Back to Augustine. Banked in off the glass. Augustine's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And Greg, you look at Dunn. It can take longer for point guards to develop in the NBA.
A great point. It's the most cerebral position in our game. Learning how to run an NBA offense is a challenge. Good news, though, is he's putting in the work necessary to figure it out and progressing nicely.
3 on the clock. Jumps up, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
You know what? You cannot afford to be careless with the basketball around Jonathan Isaac. Those long arms to get into the passing lanes. Woohoo!
Now, here's Dunn. 6 points for him. Here's Valentine. Off target from three-point range. Orlando's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. And there's the pass to Augustine. Vucevic finds Fournier. And it's off from three-point range. Bulls trail by 7. Now Valentine. He has 7. Knocked loose. Lopez drives in. Nobody near Parker. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Kicking himself on that one. That is the shot he wanted.
Well, that's usually money in the bank for that guy. Not sure how he missed that one.
Dunn looking over the floor. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs.
And for that game against the Bulls, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
And the first one drops.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Simmons checked in for Orlando. Jaron Grant comes in for DJ Augustine. And so he hits both. Here's Grant. 14 points from him the last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Passes to Isaac. Vucevic with it. Back to Isaac. Clock at 6. Here's Grant. And that one goes long. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Trailing by 5. Isaac with the steal. Here's Grant. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
The Magic have gone just 4 of 8 from the line tonight, hoping to move that free throw percentage up a bit.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Gordon comes in for Bamba. And Terrence Ross is subbed in for Isaac. And the Bulls making a change also. Levine's checked in.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Bulls trail by 8. Kicks it to Holiday. From deep. It's hauled in by the Magic. And here is Ross. 8 points his last outing.
2 minutes, less than 2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Good work defensively by Carter. Chicago has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Grant against Levine. Out to Carter. The tray. Ross grabs the board.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
We've got 1:28 left to play here in the second quarter. The 10-footer. The putback. Vucevic. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Pass to Holiday. Carter with it. Guarded by Simmons. To the wing on the left. Parker outside. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the inside. Stolen by Levine. Holiday against Simmons. Parker right side. Just 5 to shoot. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Parker's got 6 points in the quarter.
I tell you, get the feeling he's only going to get better as this game wears on. That first quarter was good. His second quarter has been great.
Now here's Gordon. 9 points in the game so far, and good that time.
I don't think there's any fear when it comes to shooting over the defense. Aaron Gordon's athleticism and release point, he cannot be contained.
Now here's Levine. 11 points in the game. Holiday left side. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Orlando Magic going into the break with a 10-point lead. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Aaron Gordon. Aaron, you guys came out and played extremely well. What was the mindset in the first half?
We just tried to come out here, really stick to our principles, pick up the pace, and really be aggressive, and it turned out in a high-scoring half.
Just the way you want to play. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop fans. NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. EJ, Shaq, Jet. Out in front at the half is Orlando. They lead by 10. And Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
Well, they're out in front tonight because of their offensive rebounding. Those second chance buckets came into play in a big way. Those are effort points, momentum builders, salvaging points off the scrap heap. You never heard me say scrap heap before, Ernie. I don't even know what it means. It just sounded good.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Bulls.
I think they're giving this game away because of their turnovers. I mean, you may not control everything that happens out there, but you do control how much you value each possession. I think coming out of the break, they need to be more efficient to close the gap in the score.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Now you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
I don't think you could ask for anything more from this guy. He has been fantastic to start this one.
Here's Augustine. Inside, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt, and it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half. Vucevic with the bucket.
Nikola Vucevic with the bucket. Okay, sir, doing work.
Fournier against Dunn. Outside, Levine. To the inside. That's tipped. 5 on the clock. Here's Dunn. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Dunn's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, I really admire the poise of Chris Dunn, appearing totally comfortable in the paint.
And Augustine kicks to Gordon. Here's Fournier. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And Doris, last year, another season where Evan Fournier continued to improve his scoring.
Well, it's really been amazing to watch this guy refine his game over the last several years. Very judicious with the shots he takes. Not going to wow you too often, but a very consistent contributor.
And here's Fournier after Jabari Parker made that last 3-pointer. Good! And that's now 11 points for Evan Fournier.
Well, I'll tell you, he's been a go-to guy for them as they've taken this lead, and he keeps coming.
Levine wide open. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Fournier passes to Isaac. Puts it up. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got the lead up to 14 now for the Magic.
Great play calling, great execution, leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
Dunn kicks to Portis. He dishes it to Levine. Parker outside. Over Gordon, and it's blocked by Gordon.
How about the timing of Aaron Gordon? This guy has got the ability to rise up and send it back.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Here's Parker, and it's sent back by Isaac. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Chicago calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Now, here's Dunn. Jabari Parker unable to get his last shot to go. Tries from 10. The offensive rebound. Lopez, no luck.
That's just superb interior defense, not allowing him a free run to the rim.
And yes, it's good. Gordon's got 13 points.
Well, he came into the league as an incredible athlete, but Aaron Gordon has put in the work to be a great offensive player, and right before our very eyes, it's happening.
Now, here's Lopez. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Dunn, wide open, he fires, knocks down the three ball.
Now, this is the area that Dunn is working on. Wants to be a proficient catch-and-shoot guy.
Augustine against Dunn. Oh, Vucevic in position. The shot, no good.
And really, they had the play all set up there, and then it just breaks down.
I can't believe they didn't pull that one off. Everything seemed there. They've got to be upset with themselves. I'll tell you, he's been one area they haven't had to worry about tonight. He's been scoring at will.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. And that'll be his third foul so far. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. And they call an illegal screen here.
Taking a look now at some numbers for Dunn. He's one of the standouts over the last month. First in steals, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned. One of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And as you said, #1 in steals this season. He's the sneakiest ball hawk in the league right now. Hide everything you've got because he's coming after you. Now, here's Parker. He's got 11, but they recover it. Portis kicks to Lopez, and stolen by Gordon. Oh, and here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. They get it back.
You have to be a fan of how Robin Lopez refuses to give any shot a free pass. He'll block and challenge anything.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And here's Augustine after the three-pointer from Zach Levine. Augustine dishes to Fournier. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. 14 points for Evan Fournier.
Evan Fournier has proven over and over, you better get a hand up and contest from three, or he will make you pay.
Portis kicks to Lopez. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Dunn misses. Magic leading by 11. Down low. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. They'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Monday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And for their matchup with the Magic, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
Now Levine, following the miss by Dunn from deep. It's deflected. Here's Fournier. He's got 14. There's the dish to Augustine. Over in the corner, Isaac. Offensive rebound. Bamba. Good D by Lopez.
Not the kind of strong finish it should have been. Something threw him off.
LaVine finds Lopez. Done outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Portis. And the Bulls with another miss. Orlando leading by 11 to the paint. Now Augustine, 7 points in the game. Gordon, the pass to Augustine. Isaac with the ball. Shoots over Portis. Isaac misses. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
LaVine kicks to Portis. Parker surveying the floor. To end the drought. That's good on the jump shot. Parker's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Chicago.
Boy, Kev, I love his game. He can hurt you in so many different ways.
And here's Augustine. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Here's Dunn. The kick out to Lopez. There's Parker with the 3. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got 7 rebounds in the game. Inside. Outside Fournier. Pass to Augustine. Over Parker. Augustine, no luck. And so LaVine will bring it up now for Chicago. 9-point game. That one falls. 15 points for Jabari Parker.
And when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to rally and get back into it.
You know, they found a way to compose themselves on both ends of the floor, and that's what's really powered this run.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
Zach LaVine, a high riser, the 2-time dunk contest champ, making his return from that ACL surgery. He can be an explosive scorer.
Orlando making some changes. Terrence Ross is checked in for Jonathan Isaac. Simmons comes in for Fournier. And it's Grant in for Augustine. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Felicio's checked in for Lopez. Carter comes in for Bobby Portis. Valentine's checked in for Jabari Parker. And Justin Holiday subbed in for LaVine. Bulls trail by 10. And from everything you hear, LaVine is a big-time gym rat, Greg.
Yeah, you know, I think he's very dedicated to reaching his full potential. And with his shooting and athleticism, I think he's a great fit in today's game in terms of offense.
And this, to me, is where Aaron Gordon can excel. This guy embraces contact on the way up.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
Well, sometimes it just takes an opportunity in the NBA, and Aaron Gordon has made the most of it. Since taking over that power forward role full-time, he has shown remarkable improvement. Plays with more confidence and aggression on offense and has transformed himself as a player.
And Gordon drops them both. And for Gordon, in his first full season as a starter, he instantly became a star in the league.
And when he was taken 4th overall, this was the type of player the team was hoping he'd become. His outside shot has improved by leaps and bounds and always plays with speed and athleticism. And now I think he's got a much more fully rounded game, which makes him dangerous.
Orlando with the ball. The Bulls getting the bucket. That shot misses. Good work defensively by Carter. Simmons against Holiday. It's deflected.
The main thing you get with Bamba, imposing defender, shot blocker, alters everything in the paint. Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Yes, you love that they're not settling for anything outside the paint. Excellent work getting right to the tin.
That drive by Carter.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Yeah, and an example of why you want to let the game come to you. The opening presented itself, he converted in a big way. Guys, listen, the defense was totally invisible on that three-point attempt. Nobody even in his zip code.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks.
And you could see he knew exactly where that long rebound was coming off, able to get there quickly and snatch it up.
And it's Mohamed Bamba with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Vucevic, he's checked in for the Magic. Now here's Valentine. He's tightly guarded. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. 6 to shoot. Denzel Valentine, another tough, high IQ player, Greg, out of Michigan State.
Yeah, 4-year player for the Spartans. He knows how to play the game of basketball and has the versatility to impact the game in a variety of ways.
And he knocks down the first one. Bobby Portis is checked in for Chicago. So he picks up just one from the line that time.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Dunn against Grant. Here's Portis. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got his 6th assist on the night.
An example of Dunn showing just how unselfish he is, moving the ball well.
Now, here's Grant. 9 points in the game so far. From 13, no good from Ross. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Bulls, trailing by 10. There's a minute left here in the third quarter. Now, here's Valentine. He's guarded by Ross. Here's Dunn. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Dunn's got 17.
Well, you can see he's feeling it right now. Shots dropping from all over the place this quarter.
Ross kicks to Grant. Three-pointer on the way. Buries the long-range jumper. Grant's got 6 in the quarter. Bulls trail by 11. Outside Portis. Inside. Carter with it. Bamba picks him up. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Now here's Valentine. Guarded closely.
Yeah, that's just a nice pass. This was one of college basketball's premier playmakers, Dunn showing great vision.
And slow things up here with a chance to get the last shot of the quarter.
Exactly right. That's what you'd like to see. Hopefully they play the clock to perfection here.
Grant kicks to Vucevic. Over Carter. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. The third quarter comes to a close. Magic out in front, leading by 9. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Boy, GA, how about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Bulls trail by 9. So the Bulls 5 right now. Dunn and Holiday team up in the backcourt. Bobby Portis out there with Carter. And it's Valentine in at the 3. Now here's Dunn. Here's Holiday. Sweet little floater. Holiday's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Bulls.
Boy, I'll tell you, it takes a lot of confidence to go with the floater. That is not as easy as it looks.
And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Grant. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
At the line, shooting 2. Jeremy Grant.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Now, here's Dunn. He feeds it to Carter. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
Orlando leading by 5. Grant kicks to Vucevic. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. No good from Grant.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the Magic. At one point, they led by 16. The pass to Grant. A floater. The shot, no good. And it's Chicago the other way. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. And it's Mohamed Bamba with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Chicago making a switch here. Parker's checked in. Carter on the wing. He's guarded by Ross. Ross against Parker. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Parker outside. Shot clock at 6. Pulls up.
I love, Kevin, that Terrence Ross is trying to affect the shot-making ability of his opponent. He can be a pesky defender.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Lays it up and banks it in. And so here is Chicago. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points, and play stops whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
It's really been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? As far as taking care of the basketball, immaculate at halftime, but he's had too many miscues here in the second half.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Bamba. And Fournier subbed in for Ross. Zach LaVine's checked in for the Bulls. Now here's Vucevic. It's Fournier on the wing over LaVine. Fournier's shot is off.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. Would have served that team much better. I'll tell you, he gets into terrific post position. The entry feed is right where it needs to be.
And the Magic making a change here. Augustine's checked in. Robin Lopez is checked in for the Bulls. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Augustine. Outside Fournier. Just 5 to shoot. And the shot is good. Fournier's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, the body of Evan Fournier comes into play in these difficult finishes. That's really nice.
And LaVine, here we go. Softly drops in the floater.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Well, you simply got to push through that, right? You need to at least contest the shot. Otherwise, he's going to knock it down.
Now, here's Fournier. Dishes to Vucevic. He kicks to Augustine. Back to Vucevic. Orlando moving the ball around. Releases from 15, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Bulls trail by 4. Right side LaVine. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Nifty move by LaVine, improving the handle every year, it seems.
Orlando, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And Augustine kicks to Simmons. Pass to Vucevic. Back to Simmons. Here's Fournier. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Vucevic with the bucket.
Well, Vucevic understands that the mid-range is a part of his game that he can go to at any point.
Bulls have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Now, here's Portis. Parker kicks to Lopez. Here's Dunn. And a miss there on the triple. Orlando leading by 4. Here's Isaac. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Portis.
Well, he hasn't been a big contributor tonight for sure, but it hasn't prevented them from being in a position to grab the win.
Knocked away. Augustine with the steal. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And Simmons gets it to go on the assist by Augustine. Augustine's got his 3rd assist on the night. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Pass to Portis. Down low. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Evan Fournier.
Just a great job picking his spots, where to be aggressive. LaVine drawing fouls at a higher rate these days.
And the first one drops.
And I think, guys, one thing about LaVine, raw prospect in college, raw when he entered the pros, and now just starting to polish up that game.
Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for the Magic. And so Levine nails both of them. Magic leading by 4. Now Augustine. Gordon up on top. Fournier trying to break loose. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Well, boy, oh boy. Each year, Aaron Gordon adding to that offensive arsenal. The mid-range game is right there.
Now here's Levine. Parker with it. 13 feet away. Good on the bucket. Parker's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Right, you love the aggressiveness. This guy is willing to take over at the key opportunities.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his 5th foul.
And that's going to be his 5th, guys. One more and he's done.
And Fournier kicks to Isaac. Here's Vucevic.
Boy, Lopez always so strong on the defensive end. Very hard to get a clean look with him on you.
For 3, Levine buries it from 3-point range. And now just a 1-point Orlando lead.
Challenging this D with the 3 ball. That's his 2nd from distance this half. And he also hit one in the first half, too.
Fournier for 3, and the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. And here's Levine. Pass to Portis. Lobs it up for Levine. 6 on the shot clock.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Magic have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the 4th quarter. Augustine against Dunn. And Augustine kicks to Fournier. Now the pass to Isaac. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Passes it to Augustine. From deep. No good that time. Nice D from Levine. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Pass to Parker. Isaac with the steal. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, the size and the length of Jonathan Isaac presents a problem for the defense. This guy uses that frame to draw fouls. What we know about Jonathan Isaac is he's got incredible length coming out of Florida State. And the team knew, guys, that it would take some time to develop because he's so young. But with that frame and the potential his offensive game has, he can be scary in the future.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And that one misses. And Doris with Isaac, unfortunately, he missed a lot of his rookie year to injury.
Well, it was a disappointment for the young man, to be sure, Kevin, but he talked to Aaron Gordon about dealing with the injury and that lost time. Let's remember, Gordon went through the same situation as a rookie.
So he comes up empty, missing both.
You know, early on, Jonathan Isaac has drawn some comparisons to Kevin Durant. This is a long, athletic, multi-talented forward. He's got tremendous potential. Oh, picked up his 4th foul. Maybe have to scale back his aggressiveness with plenty of time left in this one.
That free throw missing. No good on the second free throw.
Well, we know this about Aaron Gordon, guys. The athleticism has always been there at an NBA level. Now he's paired that with the improved shooting from a year ago, and that turned into his best year as a pro, and I believe he's a budding star.
Yeah, easy call.
Evan Fournier.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Fournier. And with Gordon, he even made a bid for an all-star spot.
Well, agreed. I thought he had a solid case to be an all-star, Kev, and he knows that he is the focus of opposing defenses now, and he had to adjust his game to where he can produce while being double-teamed and sometimes trapped on the catch.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Boy, he's just been so consistent, right? I mean, every time he's gotten to the stripe, he's delivered. This is great stuff.
Augustine against Dunn. Kicks it to Lopez. Shoots over Fournier. Orlando grabs the miss. Gordon's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Fournier passes to Augustine. Now here's Isaac. 6 to shoot. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Here's Augustine. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
The Bulls have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth, 8 of 12. Here's Lopez. Back to Levine. And Fournier over to help. Dunn left side. Shoots the 3. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 6 assists now in the game. And Augustine kicks to Gordon. Pass to Vucevic. Over Lopez. Fournier in the corner. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, we'll be headed to the free throw line. Chicago leading. Dunn passes to Portis. Lopez outside. Back to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
Here's Vucevic after the Bulls pick up 2. Here's Gordon. Yes, that goes in. Gordon's got 10 points in just the second half.
Aaron Gordon in a big moment, unafraid to deliver. How pretty is that?
Outside Portis. It's Levine atop the key. Lopez finds Parker. Outdone. Clock at 6. Trying his luck deep. Another 3 for Chicago.
Oh, it's a big-time bucket. Chris Dunn doing work.
The Magic trail by 5. The pass to Vucevic. Over Lopez. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got 4 points this quarter.
Wow, Vucevic with the big-time delivery. The Montenegrin says, that's my shot.
Levine feeling it out a bit. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, the crucial part of those free throws is that it now makes it a 2-possession game.
And it's the Magic with the ball. And Augustine kicks to Vucevic. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. And that's it for him. He's fouled out. Not only that, we are in the bonus, and we'll have to go to the line for 2.
That's his 6th personal foul. Penalty situation. At the line, shooting 2.
Take a break. Take a break.
Nikola
2 shots.
He gets the first. That shrinks the margin to just 4. And both free throws good for Vucevic.
Boy, you have to love his poise at the free throw line. He's never rattled, no matter how much pressure he might be under.
Levine against Fournier. Levine kicks to Holiday. Count the basket and the foul. Vucevic, and so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Free throw good from Holiday.
Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're down by 6. 51 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Zach LaVine.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford had to say to his team. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring them to within 3.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Now here is Holiday. Second chance shot. Portis, the pass to Parker. Outside, Levine. Goes back up. It falls.
It feels like that one could be the dagger. Not enough time to completely erase this deficit.
Well, Greg, it's going to be tough, that's for sure. A shot like that has to devastate the other team.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're down by 5. 17 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, what do you think?
It's going to be interesting to see what they draw up to get this quick shot.
Yeah, the clock is definitely not their friend, and they need to score fast.
To the middle. Over in the corner, Isaac. Gets the 3 to fall.
How about the young gun comfortable in the clutch? Jonathan Isaac delivering.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're up by 2. Just 4 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Here's Valentine. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, that's going to do it. The only chance they had was for him to miss those. Instead, he's absolutely perfect.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Jabari, looks like you're getting back in stride, and you have certainly had adversity with the knee injuries the last few years. How have you been able to battle through them?
It's been tough, to tell you the truth, but, the race is not won to the swift, but the one to endure, so I'm trying to keep that motive.
You have certainly endured and thrived, Jabari. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.